Take care.
Ms. Gordon-Hagerty, I want to start by thanking you for your focus on PITS. We very much appreciate the attention you're giving to that and your statement here this morning. As you know, Los Alamos National Laboratory is the nation's center of excellence for PIT production, which is critical to maintaining our nuclear deterrent. In 2014, the Nuclear Weapons Council and Congress endorsed a modular building strategy at Los Alamos that would fully meet the nation's requirements to maintain the stockpile and provide a safer, more modern facility for its workers. However, recently, and you alluded to this earlier, the NNSA conducted an analysis of alternatives that totally omitted this current strategy to meet the nation's needs and instead compared new alternatives to an outdated plan that Los Alamos actually abandoned years ago. Does that make sense to you?
Senator,
that we would analyze an old plan when we have a new plan that's already been effectively endorsed by the NWC and Congress?
Senator, how you've described it, it does not make sense to me, but I am committed, if confirmed, to take a look at all of the relevant data, the current and past data, and the plutonium analysis of alternatives, and commit to you that I will look at it from an objective viewpoint.
Great. That is exactly what we want to hear. It obviously didn't make sense to me, but it also didn't make sense to the Department of Energy's own independent cost estimate and program evaluation office, which thoroughly rejected both the process and the findings of that analysis. So I don't want to belabor this, but would you agree that the whole purpose of doing an analysis of alternatives should be to provide a fair and an accurate analytical comparison of the options?
Yes, Senator.
Would it surprise you to know that the analysis of alternatives also explored a significant increase in pit production and square footage beyond what the DoD requirements were, and actually omitted any consideration that there might be additional costs associated with moving to a site not considered a center of excellence of pit production?
Senator, I'm somewhat familiar with that information, but if confirmed, I commit to you that I will look at all of the available data and make an objective recommendation based on all of the data.
Is it fair to ask that as you're doing that, that you make sure that the current modular approach is considered in that overall analysis?
Yes, sir.
Great. I want to thank you for your willingness to meet with me, your attention to this issue. It has been somewhat frustrating to me that NNSA has taken 3 years to get to this point, only to find out that we weren't actually looking at the current set of alternatives. I think that's been not only a poor use of time, but obviously a poor use of taxpayer dollars. And we're looking forward to working with you to get this process back on track.
Thank you, Senator.
Thank you. Thank you, Chairman.